George Washington is perhaps the most famous American in history, and for good reason. He was a key figure in the American Revolution, served as the first President of the United States, and is widely regarded as a founding father of the country. Let us explore the life and accomplishments of George Washington, and examine the lasting impact he had on the United States. George Washington was born on February 22, 1732, in Westmoreland County, Virginia. He grew up on a plantation and was educated at home by his father and brother. As a young man, Washington worked as a surveyor, mapping out land in Virginia and other colonies. In 1754, he fought in the French and Indian War, serving as a colonel in the Virginia militia. During the American Revolution, Washington played a critical role in the fight for independence. In 1775, he was appointed as the Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army, which was made up of soldiers from all 13 colonies. He led the army through many battles, including the Battle of Trenton, the Battle of Princeton, and the Battle of Yorktown. Washington's leadership and determination were instrumental in the success of the American Revolution. After the war, Washington returned to his home in Virginia, but he was soon called upon to serve his country once again. In 1787, he was elected as the President of the Constitutional Convention, which was tasked with drafting a new constitution for the United States. Washington's leadership was crucial in the creation of the document, which is still the foundation of the American government today. In 1789, Washington was elected as the first President of the United States. He served 2 terms, from 1789 to 1797, and helped to establish many of the traditions and practices of the American presidency. He was known for his honesty, integrity, and strong leadership, and he was widely respected by people from all walks of life. During his presidency, Washington faced many challenges, both at home and abroad. He helped to establish a strong central government, and he worked to promote economic growth and development. He also faced the threat of war with foreign powers, including France and Great Britain, but he was able to maintain peace through his diplomatic efforts. One of Washington's most important legacies was his decision to step down from the presidency after 2 terms. This set a precedent for future presidents, and it helped to establish the peaceful transfer of power that is a hallmark of American democracy. Washington's decision to retire from public life also demonstrated his commitment to the principles of democracy and his belief in the importance of civic duty. After leaving the presidency, Washington returned to his home in Virginia, where he lived the rest of his life. He died on December 14, 1799, at the age of 67. His legacy, however, has lived on for more than 2 centuries. Today, George Washington is widely regarded as one of the most important figures in American history. He was a military hero, a statesman, and a visionary leader who helped to establish the United States as a beacon of freedom and democracy. His influence can be seen in every aspect of American life, from the Constitution to the presidency to the national anthem. George Washington was a remarkable man who made an indelible impact on American history. His leadership during the American Revolution and his presidency helped to shape the United States into the country it is today. His commitment to democracy, his dedication to public service, and his unwavering principles continue to inspire Americans to this day. George Washington truly was the father of our country, and his legacy will live on for generations to come. George Washington was not only a great leader but also a wise man who shared his thoughts and ideas with others through his words. Some of his most famous quotes: "Happiness and moral duty are inseparably connected." This quote highlights the idea that happiness and moral duty go hand in hand. Washington believed that living a moral life and fulfilling one's duty to society would lead to true happiness. It reflects his belief in the importance of ethical behavior and the need to contribute to the greater good. It is better to offer no excuse than a bad one. This quote emphasizes the importance of taking responsibility for one's actions. Washington believed that it was better to admit to a mistake or failure than to offer a bad excuse or try to shift the blame onto others. This quote reflects his belief in honesty and integrity. Associate with men of good quality if you esteem your own reputation, for it is better to be alone than in bad company. This quote emphasizes the importance of surrounding oneself with people of good character. Washington believed that one's reputation was tied to the company they kept and that being in bad company could tarnish one's own reputation. It reflects his belief in the value of surrounding oneself with positive influences and avoiding negative ones. To be prepared for war is one of the most effective means of preserving peace. This quote highlights the importance of being prepared for potential conflicts. Washington believed that having a strong military and being prepared for war would ultimately lead to greater peace and security. This quote reflects his belief in the value of preparedness and the need to be proactive in maintaining peace. The Constitution is the guide which I never will abandon. This quote emphasizes Washington's unwavering commitment to the Constitution of the United States. He believed that the Constitution was the foundation of American democracy and that it should be upheld and respected at all times. This quote reflects his belief in the importance of the rule of law and the need to protect the Constitution and the freedoms it guarantees. We appreciate your support in watching our videos. If you enjoy learning about political, business, and science leaders' biographies and quotes, please consider subscribing to our channel and giving us a thumbs up to help us grow and continue bringing you valuable content.